That's Daryl driving in a brand new GMC van into the shop that's getting a set of Welding Designs side steps, 20-inch light bar mounted behind the front grille, dual swivel seats, driver and passenger, and also a spare tire carrier that's getting mounted inside of the back door. And I know we haven't uploaded on this channel in a little while, but ladies and gentlemen, we are back and welcome to Van Toys Off-Road. Hey, what up, you guys? Welcome to Van Toys Off-Road. I know you guys haven't seen us in like 6 months. To the point I just said to Daryl right now, I don't know how to start this video. So welcome to Van Toys Off-Road. So today we have a customer's brand spanking new Chevy GMC. So GMC van, he just bought it not that long ago. Went out and got himself a Clydesdale 4x4 kit put on it, and now he's here at the Van Toy shop getting a bunch of accessories and toys. These are the Welding Designs Chevy GMC side steps. He's also getting himself a set of swivel seats and stuff as well here. Daryl right now is just getting everything all prepped up before we start sending some things off to the powder coater.
Yeah, just getting frame all ground off for the paint, doing some weld through primer to make sure that we've got a bit of rust protection. We had all of the brackets beautifully powder coated for the frame side. Unfortunately, we have to do a little bit of grinding for the welding, but that's where the weld through primer comes in. And then it'll all get epoxy painted over the top to give them some nice rust protection afterwards. And then once all of these outer brackets are on, obviously I can't put it where it's supposed to go, but once those bolt on, then it'll hold these nice tube sliders under the rocker panels, and also there's a nice little step that goes into these sliders, which the customer is going to do a special treatment on after the fact.
These will be a black powder coat, and he's doing these side steps in chrome. So it'll only be these pieces that'll be attached on later afterwards, attached by the mounting points there. That'll be chrome. This will be black on everything else, and I think because of the chrome wheels, it might look pretty cool. Every time I see a rig this shiny and brand new, I always wonder, is this customer gonna take this out on the trail, get the paint all covered in pinstriping from the tree branches and covered in mud? Is he actually gonna take that 4x4 out there and put it to some serious use? Or is this thing just gonna be a very pretty and big pavement princess? Either way, it's a pretty rad rig. You're definitely the shop dog out of the crew. Hey? Cruzy Bear doesn't like being in the shop. You, on the other hand, you don't care.
Obviously we'll measure those out so they're centered.
Yeah?
But I'm gonna drill those plates so that there's 1/4-inch bolts for him. That way when he has them chromed, then he can just bolt them on. So I'm gonna drill and thread them for 1/4-inch bolts.
All right, Daryl's got them all welded up. Now they're gonna be heading over to the powder coater to get all powder coated. We'll be getting those back tomorrow. What is it, Daryl, a half an hour? Customer's like, hey, can we put a light bar on my rig? Half hour later, bada boom, light bar here. But he's going to hide the light bar right in behind there, which is pretty slick. It's better than bolting brackets and stuff through here or having to do some kind of a big front end system. It's kind of a sleek bracket unit right there and there. We'll see what that looks like behind the grill that's on there.
Screws and stuff, so
yeah,
it just depends on what's on the bottom of the floor. That's all I'll have
it's a cool idea.
Oh, it's, yeah, definitely a pretty neat idea.
And these are the Welding Designs spare tire mount.
Because that way you can spread them to whatever size tire
Yeah.
and everything too. But I want to get it as close to the door as possible, but these vans slope off. So, and I don't know what's under the carpet yet, so. My favorite knife I've ever had, my Benchmade.
Yeah.
That I broke the tip off of. But they have thing, you send it down to them, they charge $10 and they'll fully rebuild your knife and replace the blade if it's broken for life.
Wow, I have a Benchmade. I love it.
I love this knife.
This thing comes with the wiring harness and the switch and everything ready to go for it.
Yeah, I should have asked the customer if there's a spot he prefers the switch, but we can always ask him in the morning.
And just like that, there's one 20-inch light bar mounted right there behind the grill. And guess who missed filming it? This guy. He doesn't have it all wired up or anything like that yet, so we're just gonna wait for the customer in the morning to let us know where he would like the switch and stuff to go, and then this will be probably mounted on the dashboard somewhere.
But yeah, at least powder coating these brackets before we welded them on. Now we just have to touch up edges, and they're gonna have some serious protection because these are also 3-stage powder coated. So they have zinc primer powder coat, then a color, then a clear. So they should be pretty rock resistant. They'll probably be better than the frame, to be totally honest. So I'm excited to see how the actual sliders will look when they're done.
Yeah, I gotta say, it feels mighty damn good to be uploading on this channel again. I kinda missed you guys. So if you guys want to snag yourself the shirt that Daryl's wearing right now, it is on the store at vantoys.com. And yes, the back of that shirt does say Big Van, Tiny Penis, so what? When you drive a van this big, you gotta have it. The customer actually told me that was one of the first shirts he bought from our store. I love it. Definitely the shop dog around here. I know we haven't uploaded a single thing on this channel in the last 6 months, but I've been in Ontario building myself out my dream camper van, and pretty soon you guys are gonna see that Mercedes Sprinter up here on the lift because we are putting in the Van Compass Stage 4.3 suspension kit in it. And if I love that kit, we are gonna add that to the arsenal of stuff that we do here at Van Toys Off-Road, because right now we do Chevy Express, GMC Savannah, Ford Econoline, and also both of those platforms, if they're on an RV, we do suspension on those too. We also do Ford Transit here, but we don't do Mercedes Sprinter yet. So if I do like that Stage 4.3 kit, we're probably gonna start carrying Van Compass here and doing the Van Compass installs right here at the shop. So if you guys have a Mercedes Sprinter, stay tuned and I'll let you guys know how I like that kit on my own personal van. But because we've been away for so long, I want to thank you guys for being here and pressing play on today's video. So what I want to do is for all my subscribers, so if you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any uploads that we do around here. I want to do a giveaway for everybody here today, and I think I would like to do some more giveaways over the next handful of videos. It could be recovery gear, could be showers, could be, who knows, guys, stick around. We have lots of stuff on the shelves here, so I want to thank you guys for being around. Please hit subscribe. Let's keep this channel growing. But today, let's give away some recovery boards. So over here we have the Trail Effects traction boards. These ones here are in orange, pretty sick looking on a rig. And I believe this box here is, yeah, we have the black set here. So we're going to give away 2 sets, one orange and one black, to you guys here today. So just right, I want those recovery boards in the comments down below, and please let me know in your comment what kind of van or overland rig or off-road rig that you guys are out there adventuring in. And we're gonna pick somebody. We'll make that announcement on the next video on this channel. And who knows what else we're gonna give away next. So stick around, you guys. But isn't that a super sick rig? So freaking cool. It's the first time we've had a brand spanking new camper van inside the shop.
Well, I guess that's not all true. This is the newest customer van that's been inside the shop. I brought my brand new van inside the shop here at like 300 kilometers on it. But when it comes to customers, this is the newest and cleanest one that we have seen. I hope the next time that I see it, this thing is covered in mud.
So this van behind me on the lift has got me thinking about maybe adding a GMC or a Chevy van. So I've been wanting to build myself out a van that showcases everything that we do here at Van Toys, from bumper to bumper, top to bottom. Van Toys off-road front winch bumper, back bumper with swing arms on the back for your utility box and your spare tire. Big 5-inch lift kit, side ladders, side steps, light brackets for the front, off-road lighting, roof vents, the whole deal, showcasing everything that we do here. And I was thinking maybe we do the Ford Econoline because we're working on all the E-Series stuff currently. So right now we are this close to releasing the Van Toys E-Series front bumper, rear bumper. And then after that, the swing arm rear bumpers will be coming out. Our hidden winch plate is just about finished. Side steps are coming. Side ladders are coming. Roof racks are coming. And once we're finished with the Ford E-Series, we're gonna start moving on to doing stuff for this van. But yeah, guys, we're thinking about building something that we can take out to go to the outdoor shows or the RV shows or the van life festivals and stuff like that, so we can put up a Van Toys off-road booth and showcase everything that we do here. But in order to do that, we're gonna need to park something awesome. That would look sick there with all our Van Toys gear on it, or a Ford Econoline. But then my question is, do we just build both? Do we build the Ford Econoline done and we build a Chevy done? But then that poses the problem, is because we do a lot of RV suspension. Do I buy a badass RV, throw all our Van Toys gear on it, 6-inch lift, big all-terrain tires? Man, how many rigs do I gotta buy? So we are gonna choose one van first, because we already have a diesel shop van, which this customer is out in right now. And I've been thinking about selling the diesel because, like this guy here, he's never driven a diesel before. We told him you gotta warm that thing up for a good 5 minutes in the morning. It's not a start and go, especially in the colder weather like this here. You gotta let that thing warm up. And it's just that learning curve for some people. So I think I wanna pull the diesel out of our lineup. I think we're gonna sell the Ford Econoline shop van, but then we need to buy another van. My brain is just running and running since I've been back here. It's so awesome to be back in the shop. I was on the road for 6 full months. And man, did I miss this place. All right, let's get this put back in the box there. Get this ready for shipping. Yeah, so we don't carry these on our store. I ordered a bunch of traction boards and gear and stuff when we first started the company. Just trying to choose the gear that I wanted to put on the store, and these ones never made the cut. So it's perfect to give away to you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy these things. Take your rigs out on the trail, get them stuck, have some fun. Could give away some Julka showers. We got lots of those in stock. Hey, the Julka Essential Kit or the Julka Outing. Man, we even have a Julka hot tub. We got Julka shower tents and stuff. I was feeling in the giving mood, and I'm really happy that you guys are back here watching these shop videos. Now that we're back, I want to dive into making a lot more shop content. Also thought about possibly doing some live streams and stuff in the shop here because we have great internet in here. Might be kind of fun just to give you guys like a real day in the shop kind of video, so you guys can just kind of watch everything and ask questions while jobs and stuff are being done. I think maybe if we do that live stream, we're gonna do it on a day when we're doing like a Weldtech, Baja, suspension kit on a van, because those ones are super, super fun. Okay, over here we have a bunch of Ford E-Series ladders. So I made a video about these a long time ago, and then we weren't really ready to have them shipped yet. So a lot of the people that emailed me, I didn't reply to them for about a month, but these things are being shipped out fully raw. So this one here is aluminum, just to show you guys what it looks like. The ones that we have here are all steel. They are not aluminum. They're super strong. But this is the Ford Econoline side ladder with the bracket system that mounts right on the rain gutter, right in the very top. This is the same style of ladder that was on my last Ford Econoline van, which I recently sold, my personal van. But we have this ladder here in steel. We're selling these in raw steel. They will not be powder coated or anything else like that. We're gonna leave the finishing up to you guys. The reason why we're getting rid of these is because when we made these, I thought, okay, that's a standard ladder. Let's make the standard ladder. Then Daryl made those. We have sold some. Another one went out the door today. I think we have 5 of them for the left and 5 of them for the right side of the vehicle, driver or passenger side, available. So if you guys want, the links are at vantoys.com. I'll try to link it in the top comment down here for you guys. If anybody wants to grab yourself one of these for your Ford E-Series. We do have boxes here. We ordered some custom boxes, double walled, nice and thick. So these will be there to ship out all of those. That's why I didn't respond to people last time. We weren't box prepared yet. I got a little trigger happy and made that video a little bit too soon. And the reason why we're not going with that style is I figured it's about time in the Ford E-Series and GMC Savannah and Chevy Express space that somebody levels up that game a little bit. So we are redesigning a brand new ladder, something super awesome, something that the Ford and Chevys don't have, because what we're finding now is there's so many toys that you can buy for your Sprinter vans. Trust me, I have a Sprinter. I know. All the toys you could ever dream of, somebody's made it for that thing. A ridiculous amount of toys. But these and the Ford Econolines are starting to be forgotten. And I want to make some really rad updated gear for you guys. You don't have to have the same ladder, the same step that you see on every Ford Econoline van on the planet. I want to change the appearance of it, and it's about freaking time that these awesome rigs get a new refresh, and I want to do that here at Van Toys. So please stick around, guys. We got some really, really, really rad stuff coming out. So let me show you guys the back bumper that Daryl made. This is just a prototype. This is our basic back bumper for the Ford Econoline van. Right now, these top plates are pretty thin because this is just the prototype, but all this stuff will be all made, welded all in, done in a black powder coat. We are going to include the lights and stuff to mount in there. But this is just the basic bumper. This is not the one with the swing arms or anything like that, but we added some beefy features to that thing. So on my last Ford Econoline van, I had a great big back bumper on it, and it ended up shearing the brackets on the back of the bumper. So we had to make this crazy little support system just to hold that bumper up, because the plates on the back of the bumper weren't strong enough to hold that kind of weight. So we've actually added our own bracket system in the back to help beef that up. And I got some video shots here that I filmed yesterday. What are you doing, bud?
I'm just doing some reinforcements for the bumper so that if you actually want to pull yourself out with these lugs, there's no way that you're ripping the bumper off without taking the back half of the frame with it. So that way in the future as well, this is designed so that you can have dual swing outs. These are going to be the latch plates for it. So there'll be this simple version, which I just have the one end plate hidden right now. And then in the future, we're going to have it with dual swing outs.
I had a problem with my bumper that was on my last Ford Econoline van. So this is going to be our basic Ford Econoline bumper. This one doesn't have any swing arms or anything like that on it. But remember on mine, we broke it. It snapped and went this way. It ended up being the plate that's right here. These plates, we ended up busting the corner of the plate off on the bolt on that side. So there's 2 bolts on this side. It sheared it right off, and then it bent everything as everything sheared that way. We got a problem. A pretty big problem. And I'm glad I noticed it when we got back to town to get fuel, and this didn't happen deep in the backcountry. That's not where the spare tire goes, Chrome. $1. Where are you taking the box, Chrome? Cracked it right there, you see? Ripped it right out of the freaking top. It's tipped this way. That box was sitting out here. And I'm like, what the heck? And then I pushed up on it and it could rock back and forth and move a lot. I'm like, no. Look down there. It sheared it right off. So what Daryl did on here is he built a bracket that gets bolted to the frame to stop that issue. So if anybody were to be pulling hard on it or putting a lot of pressure on it, it's not going to cause any of these to break, because technically Daryl said these are supposed to take an impact. That's it. They're not meant to have like big spare tire swing arms up here or any pressure, or say you've got yourself hooked on here and you're pulling yourself. That thing's not going to take the whole load. Trust me, I know. So on this side of the shop over here, there's been a few changes since we last uploaded. We got ourselves a little bit more storage. So what sparked us doing this is I had a huge rack system over here on that wall of the shop, and we need to make room over here because we're adding some more toys to the shop. So we needed to take everything that was stored here and put it somewhere. So we put it up there now. Plus side about having extra storage up top there is now we got lots of lighting here on the workbenches, and it looks freaking awesome. But this whole side is under construction currently. I want to reorganize how I did all of the shelves, because now that we're moving the shop around a little bit and kind of giving everything its own department, we can't just have things willy-nilly in all the cabinets. So we're going to try to make room for everything and methodically put the shop together. So things are currently in a bit of a ruckus as we figure out how all of this is going to work out, because when we get these new toys, that changes this side of the shop. So last year we purchased this incredible machine. It's a John Bean V3300 wheel alignment machine, and it's all automated, all awesome with all the bells and whistles. So we went to a show out here called the Lordco Auto Parts Trade Show, and it is so sick. And I walked out of there last year, spent $40,000 on a wheel alignment machine, because I myself always like to buy top of the line gear. When I want to build a shop that does next level things, I buy next level equipment, because it actually makes the workflow a lot better when we're not struggling with things that are not current and up to date. So last year, we took this home from the Lordco Auto Parts Show. We're going back this year, and we are going to be bringing home some more gear, which is going to live right over there. So something that we don't do here at the shop is wheels and tires. You know, mountain balance, the whole deal. Off-road tires, 35s, 40-inch tires, whatever. We don't do that here. So we've been using a local tire shop in town for all of that stuff. And sometimes ordering in it all done, shows up in a pallet, we just mount them. So in the next couple of months, we're gonna start doing that stuff right here. So we need to put a tire mount and balancer machine all in this section. And the fun part about going to that trade show this year is I'm bringing the whole crew here at the shop with me, which is amazing, because now Daryl will get the chance to be out there shopping with me. So we can, I think Daryl is gonna help me make a better decision. Because I'll go, what's the best one you've got here, top of the line? And then I'll compare all the different brands and choose the one that I think is the Cadillac. Well, where Daryl, I think he's a bit more logical in his thinking, and we'll probably get something a little bit more top of the line, but on the affordable side, something that works. The one I was looking at last year when I was there was all automated. You literally chuck the tire down, push the button, practically lifts the tire onto the machine practically, and it's a one-person job pushing buttons to do everything. No hard pulling or twisting or like you see when someone changes a tire at a standard tire shop. Nah, the one I was looking at was much like that machine, a full-blown Cadillac. Ooh, look at all the toys. And they're red.
We're gonna pull the tire over the wheel.
And no metal on metal.
No, nothing touches this except for the lock mechanism. So we're gonna bring this up here. That's it, your tire is off.
Beautiful.
We're gonna mount it. So on low profile, instead of getting a couple of guys in bars, we're gonna use the machine. That's it.
And I like that machine because I figured less manhandling of tires, lifting up heavy things would allow one person to do the job instead of maybe having two people. So we will see what will happen. Stay tuned for those videos. We'll definitely be bringing the camera with us to go to the Lorco show again this year. I'm actually pretty stoked on it. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking the crew here and just taking Harbor Air, flying over to Vancouver, taking an Uber to the show, checking it out. Maybe I'll go for dinner and have a great time and then fly back here to the island. So hopefully the weather is good on that trip because that is super fun to take that seaplane. It's cool, like the plane with the little pontoons on the bottom takes off from the ocean, lands on the ocean right downtown in the city. Pretty fun trip. I don't know what I'm doing. Just running around trying to soak in all of this stuff because now that I'm back, we got so much to do here at the Van Toy Shop. So the next video you guys will see on here, we will announce the winners of those traction boards, and we'll also get to see what these side steps turned out like because we'll be getting them back from the powder coater, and I'm pumped up to see them because they're done in this super wicked gloss black. They're triple coated, and I think they're gonna look absolutely beautiful. So that will be on the next video. That's all I got. Till the next one, you guys, we out.